Hey, welcome back. Today's plaid is another LL Bean um, lined flannel shirt, another one of my favorites. So it's getting chilly, you know, starting to wear the lined shirts. So today we got a brand spanking new license plate that Maine started issuing less than a week ago. So really seriously, very new. Um, and we've got a beer from a fairly recent addition to the Portland scene. It seems like it's one of the elder statesman breweries because it's been around for 5 years. I'm talking about Lone Pine Brewing. It's in Portland. And yeah, I can't believe they've only been around for 5 years. It seems like they've been around for a lot longer than that. But compared to a lot of other breweries, they are one of the older ones. Portland's had breweries since, what was it? Geary's was in '86. And then uh, Gritty's was like late '80s. Anyway, but the last 5 years have seen so many breweries open in the whole state of Maine, but especially around Portland. So it's a great place to live if you love beer. It's a wonderful time to be a beer drinker. Anyway, so Lone Pine, the beer that I'm gonna drink today is Portland Pale Ale, one of their standards. And actually, the reason I chose this is because of the Lighthouse. Those of you that live in Maine and know license plate news are going to know why that is. So it actually ties in with the plate. So Portland Pale Ale, like I said, Lone Pine's been around since 2016, and this is one of their early beers, and this is 5.2% alcohol, so not super strong. It's a pale ale. I've had it before, but not in a while. You've heard that before. Got the old Sam Adams shot glass. Shot glass. You know what this is. Clearly, I don't. Here we go. Yeah, 16.9 ounces, 16 ounces. So there's still a little bit left in the can. Anyway, Slincha. It's got actually for a pale ale, it's got a nice round mouthfeel. Um, got a good head on it. Hoppy on the nose, but not, it's a pale. It's so, mm. It's very solid. Does it say the IBUs? It does not. I'm going to guess it's. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to guess, which is ridiculous. I'm going to guess the IBUs and then I'll try and look it up. And when I'm processing the video, I'll put it down at the bottom of the screen so you'll know how close I was. I'll put this at a mm, 54. That's my guess. But it's good. A little hoppy, not an IPA, but it's very good, easy drinking beer. Could, yeah. If you had a ride lined up for you to get around, or if you're just going to be hanging out in your basement or whatever, you could drink a few of these and not have to worry about it. Mm. Yeah, that's good. Recommended. So Maine has a few specialty plates available, and it's not super often they release it. One, so um, when they do, it's pretty cool. And they just released one this past Monday, October 18th, and it benefits the Maine Lighthouse Trust. Now, I got to tell you, in a previous life, I was a graphic designer, and I don't know that I was especially great at it, but I do. I notice design just in daily life, and I say that because I don't know, man. Um, at first, I was like, "What is with the flag thing? It's just taking over everything." Because from a distance, you just all you really notice is the flag. And I'm like, what's going on with that? And I did a little research, and apparently the Maine Lighthouse Trust logo has the flag motif in the background. Um, and the Maine Lighthouse Trust was founded by a guy um, who has a military police background. So that explains the imagery. The lighthouse on the plate is Wood Island Light, which is just off Biddeford Pool, which is um, between Portland and the New Hampshire border. So the guy that started the Maine Lighthouse Trust actually saved that lighthouse. It was, I think, back in 1986. It was practically, if not actually, condemned, and he, led the charge and got it restored and everything. And now they do tours and stuff. And actually, I read that Wood Island was in a USA Today poll, I guess, over the summer for haunted destinations. So there's a whole story behind that too, and you can read about that. And I'll put the link down here at the bottom of the page. Page. I swear that's my first beer today, honestly. I'll put the link down at the bottom of the screen here so you can check it out. So yeah, the flag motif. Yeah, it just kind of takes over for me. Just it kind of dominates, and I know that's part of their logo, but I don't know. Everybody's different. Some of you watching this are like, "Wow, that's awesome." I think it's great that Maine has another specialty plate, and it's a um, really cool cause. Actually, I'll read you their mission statement. Pull it up on my phone, so you know exactly what they do, because $10 from each one of these goes to the Maine Lighthouse Trust. The mission of the Maine Lighthouse Trust is to support Maine's lighthouse organizations, preservation and restoration groups, nonprofits, and other affiliated organizations to save Maine's iconic lighthouses and lighthouse heritage through restoration and education for current and future generations via an annual grant program funded by proceeds from Maine's first lighthouse specialty license plate, which is this. So that's their mission. It's a good one. When people think of Maine, they think of lobsters and probably lighthouses right after that. So it's good that there's a group devoted to saving those, because they are actually iconic as far as Maine goes. So the thing you'll notice about this, it came out this past Monday, October, but it expires at the end of next month. That's because license plate collectors are sometimes pretty foolish with their money. And yes, so I changed the plates over on one of our vehicles to this, even though the registration expires next month. So this plate is valid for about 5 weeks, 5.5. So yeah, very rare 2021 expiration. You won't see many of these. Um, you know, it's just like anybody that collects anything or likes stuff. Plate collectors have to be, have to get right out there and get the new stuff. So I needed one for my collection. So at the end of November, that's where it's going to go. So um, these, just by the way, just so you can tell, they started at 101 BFA. So kind of early. I just got this at town hall, just in my town. So whatever was next on the stack, and this was it. So there you go. The exciting life of a license plate collector. Yeah, that's it. You can see leaves on the ground. I haven't cleared those away. I'm working on it. I'm doing a better job on the front yard. But what do you care? I'm just talking. So anyway, Lone Pine, Portland Pale Ale. They got a lot of other good beers too. I've been to their brewery a few times. Sometimes I'm not familiar with the brewery, but yeah, I've been here a few times. It's good stuff. They're actually in the same building as, oh man, stupid. I'm blanking. Should have looked that up. I'll put that on the screen too, cover up my mistake. Anyway, that's it. Drink responsibly, and we'll see you next time.